Been on the market for 2 days, but I love it. Good morning, Rich. Tomorrow. Let's throw this number in here and give this agent a call. Get a little Friday morning outreach in.
You have reached the voicemail box for Tamar.
All right. So far, we're off to a good start. Oh, she's calling me back. Hello?
This is Tamar returning your call.
Hey, Tamar, this is Jacob. How are you doing this morning?
Good, and yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I was calling about a listing I believe you have off of Lock Raven.
Yes,
Is that still available by chance?
it is.
Perfect. So I'm actually an investor and I was looking at this as a potential flip or maybe even as a buy and hold. But I did have a couple questions prior to submitting an offer.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can I was taking a look at the pictures and I can get a good idea of the condition of the property, but is there anything major going on that I would need to take note of?
I put in the notes that they need a new roof and there's some electrical wiring. I would get like the electrical box updated, GFCI, things like that.
I gotcha. And to your knowledge, is there any foundation or structural issues?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. And any mold or leaks going on?
Not to my knowledge, but look, you're invited to go view the home and also get an inspection if you'd like to submit an offer. I mean, I'm not sure, what you're looking for. If you'd like to view the home and submit an offer, you can get a home inspection and then determine if you want to move forward. But I don't own the house. I don't live there. I'm not aware of those things.
I gotcha. I was just calling and asking before I made an offer. No worries.
Yeah, and if you're a realtor, the disclosures are also
I'm not.
in bright.
I'm not a realtor. I'm an investor.
Okay.
And is the property, I can't tell if it's occupied because some of this, there's like clothes in there. Is it currently occupied or vacant?
It's occupied.
Okay. And will it be vacant at closed?
It can be.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that would be ideal if we were able to come to an agreement, of course. Okay, cool. And are they just looking to downsize from this property or what's going on?
None of your business.
All right. Just wondering.
That's right.
No worries. Okay, cool. And then I know it's just been listed for a couple of days. Have you been getting a good amount of interest on it so far?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Any solid offers in hand yet?
Yes.
Okay. And then are you all waiting until like a certain day to review and accept an offer or just kind of waiting until something comes in that they like to accept it?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. And then we would probably be looking to close around, 3 to 4 weeks if we do get this one locked up. Is there any type of time constraints that the sellers are working within though?
No. Submit your highest and best.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, let me go ahead and run my numbers, figure out where we need to be at, and then I'll call you later this afternoon with a number in mind. And then if it's something that's competitive to the other offers, we'll go ahead and get it in writing for you.
You don't have to call. You have my email address. If you'd like, I can text it to you. You can go ahead and submit your offer if you are interested. If you'd like to see the home, it'll be open this weekend. We have an open house tomorrow all day as well as Sunday all day. So I'm not quite sure what additional information you're looking to disclose or negotiate with me, but that I can't do, as you know. So you're invited to work with the realtor and get a tour. You can come to the open house this weekend. It will be open if you want to work independently and on your own. And if you need my email address to submit your highest and best offer, I can give that to you now.
I think I should be good. I was just literally saying I was going to call and let you know where I would be at. And then if it makes sense, I would submit the offer in writing with a POF for you. If it doesn't, then we would just move on. But sounds good.
You can just go ahead and submit
Okay.
the
Yep.
offer
Sounds
if
wonderful,
you like.
Tamar. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bro, I don't understand what is going on with these agents. Like, do you all not want to do this? Is the type of agent where I just so badly want to call the homeowner and say, hey, I'll offer you 15,000 under listing price. If you just cancel your contract, you don't have to pay any closing costs, any commissions, nothing like that. Oh, you can't. Actually, you can. In the state of Maryland, you can do a unilateral release. So just feel free to cancel if you want. Like, I don't do that, but this is just the nonsense that some of these agents are ridiculous. All right. That was awesome. Roof needs replacing. I'm about to clip that one today and put it on. I need to start clipping some of these calls, my good, bad, and ugly ones. Roof needs replacing. No foundation or structural issues to her knowledge. Cosmetic. Occupancy. Occupied, but can be vacant at closed. It's like not helpful at all. How are you supposed to work out an agreement if you're not helpful and you're not willing to try to give any information? Motivation, who knows? Price. Timeline. I don't even know. What does my what? Soothing creation. Oh, there you go. What does your acquisition look like? Is it mainly agent outreach? Honestly, most of my deals come through other wholesalers and I help them dispo them. And then I've started doing a lot more MLS outreach recently. So I do agent outreach for like 2 hours in the morning, submit offers basically on here. And then sometimes when I'm behind, like that's why I'm a little bit late. I had to, run underwrite properties, but sometimes when I'm behind, I just won't jump on here, and then I'll have to do like follow-ups with other wholesalers. So a lot of times deals will come from other wholesalers getting it off market or maybe getting it on market, and then I help them dispo it, and then sometimes I'll go and get it through the MLS, or an agent will send me something off market. All right. So let's go to the next one. Wait, did I call this one already? Yeah, I did. I called that one. All right, that one's already updated somehow. This house's picture is literally just blurred out. Let's go. What's going on? Do you ever get those agents that you've linked with that just keep sending you MLS deals instead of pocket listings? Yeah, all the time. I just tell them, I'm like, hey, I really appreciate it, but I actually have a team who's like scrubbing the internet on it or scrubbing the MLS on a daily basis. So I don't want you wasting your time. As much as I love you sending me opportunities, I really don't want you wasting your time, searching the MLS in case one of my reps sees a deal that you already sent me, and that, that could be a huge waste of time for you. So all I really am asking of you is if you have any properties that you have directly, or maybe someone on your team has. Obviously, if it's someone on your team, I'm happy to have you represent me on the buyer side. But, I'm really just looking for, something that you have directly or that you can get me direct to. Whoops. Okay. Let's call Angela. Seems like a wholesaler based on the price. 213, 750.
You've reached Angela Kim with
I think I did my LLC through LegalZoom, I think it was. But you can easily, give me 1 second. I need to grab my water. But you can easily, you can do it yourself pretty easily. I know a lot of people who have done it themselves. All right, let me try calling her one more time.
You've reached Angela Kim with.
Oh, good. Throw her in the follow-up. Leads, we'll put that in, couldn't reach, so we'll call her tomorrow or later today. All right, I think I called this one yesterday. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Noise. Nah, I have my attorney as my registered agent. But I know a lot of people who do use themselves as their registered agent. My attorney is like a lot of my family use him, so it was just convenient for me to do that. What's going on, boss? Y'all trying to get some deals locked up today? Let's see. It's a Friday vibes, trying to get some deals locked up. Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Honestly, I think it's worth getting licensed just because I do feel like it's going to get regulated soon. And not only that, what's it called? I mean, it opens doors. You see how real estate agents act. They're not going to act that way most of the time with another agent. Sometimes they won't, accept offers unless you're an agent. You can get, yeah. So I think it opens doors. You do have to have a little bit more compliance and regulation on your end, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. If you're an ethical wholesaler, I don't think that's a bad thing. Hey, keep me posted, Rich. Let's get it sold. All right, let's see. Let's call this person.
Good morning. This is Jocelyn. How may I help you?
Hey, Jocelyn, this is Jacob. How are you doing?
Hey, good, Jacob. How are you?
I am pretty well. I was calling about a property you have off of 24th Ave.
Yes.
Is that still available?
It is. I haven't gotten the contract that's needed for offers yet from the trustee. Just got a message from him. He's working on it now.
Okay, I gotcha. So yeah, I'm actually an investor and I was looking at this maybe as a potential flip or even a buy and hold. But I did have some questions prior to submitting an offer. Is now a good time for you?
Sure.
Perfect. So I can get a general idea of the condition based on the pictures. Is there anything major like foundation issues, structural issues, mold, leaks, anything like that going on?
Nothing that I saw. There is a deck on the back that does need some repair. One of the posts is out of place.
Okay.
He did tell me that it's a bankruptcy trustee sale. The debtor did tell me that they had some problem with water downstairs, but when I look at the drain, it's full of stuff. So that's probably where that's coming from.
Right.
He said they had cleared it out at one point, but it's back, full of stuff again.
Okay.
I didn't see anything else. I do know, if you're going to get it, you probably replace the refrigerator, stove, and the dishwasher.
Right.
He did say they had disconnected the line to the refrigerator because it was leaking, but that's more, that's easily remedied. So I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything structural as I walked the perimeter or the interior. I didn't see anything that brought me major concern with regard to structure. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. No, that was helpful. And when you said it was a bankruptcy trustee sale, is it bank owned or is it just kind of like, is the trustee going through bankruptcy and needs to offload it?
Yeah, no, the trustee is actually the seller of the property.
Okay.
The debtor filed a Chapter 7. So it's like a standard sale, except for it does have to go through court approval. That usually doesn't take long. The biggest thing is once we get an offer in, it has to be what they call noticed out. So they have to put it out for anyone who may have a claim against it to give them an opportunity to make their claim.
Okay.
It's a 23-day process. And generally after that, if there's a hearing, then we'll do that. If there's no objections to the sale, then we can close within 10 or 15 days after the approval, after the expiration of the notice period.
Okay.
So about 40 days is, typical. 40 to 45 days is typical.
Okay, cool. So if we do pick this up, closing looking like 40 to 50 days, give or take?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say 50. I would literally 45 is, probably the most that it would go. But yeah, within 60 days for sure.
Okay, cool. And I'm assuming the property is currently vacant?
It is.
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect. And then you said you just had some interest, but no offers in hand yet?
Well, only because I don't have the contract from the trustee. I've had a tremendous amount of interest, but I need the contract that the trustee requires to use, and I don't have it yet. He's drafting it now.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, cool. So you have gotten a lot of offers though.
I haven't gotten any offers because I don't have the contract. I've had a tremendous amount of interest.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Awesome. And then in regards, oh, well, you just said that, as you're going to say like around 40, 45 days. Okay, cool. So let me go ahead and kind of run my numbers, figure out exactly where I need to be at on this. And then, I will give you a call later this afternoon with an offer in mind. If it's, pretty competitive with the other, parties that are interested, we'll go ahead and send it over to you. I guess we'll do our terms over to you in email. And then whenever you get the contract, we can throw the terms on the contract.
Sure. That'll be fine. I'm trying to think about the contract. It is a bankruptcy trustee sale, so the trustee does not pay transfer and recordation.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. He'll probably want to close with a particular title company that is familiar with bankruptcies, because a lot of them say they know what they're doing and they really don't, and it's really aggravating for the trustees. So he's got a particular title company that he'll probably ask if it's okay that they use. He's not demanding that that one be used, but it just makes life a lot easier when they use someone who they know is familiar with the process and knows what they're doing.
Right. Okay, cool. Do you know off the top of your head who that title company might be?
I'm trying to remember. I don't, Jacob. I don't remember exactly who it was, but that's where the title. That's where the title has been done, and that's where the earnest money would be deposited to, which is why I make mention of it. But I'll find out. I cannot remember.
No worries. Yeah, once you remember, just let me know. But in any case, I'll do my due diligence on this one, see where I need to be at, and then we can reconnect later this afternoon.
Okay, terrific.
All right, Jocelyn. Talk to you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Boom. I thought that was a pretty good call. Except having to clear my throat. Do you always check the tax records to verify what's on the MLS? Sometimes, but not really. How many deals have you gotten since you started agent outreach, and how's the closing process with agent after opening escrow, and how often do you update them? I really don't know how many I've done since I started it because it's been kind of off and on. The closing process is the exact same. You just update them just like you would with the seller. Like, hey, everything's looking good, or, just as time, like every couple of days or every one, like depending on how long the closing is, right? You just want to update them every so often and let them know things are going well, or, what's happening. How do you figure out how much you're going to offer them? So I'm really looking at my market and seeing exactly where buyers are selling or buying at, and then where they sell at. And then that's how I go on. I do like an average, and then I figure out exactly, based on the averages where most people are buying at, in regards to the ARV. So then I use that percentage and I just take out my fee. So if it's 70% of ARV, I'll do 70% minus, whatever I'm trying to make on him. What's up, Tristan? We already had a salty one, literally the last call. Or not the last call. The one prior to that just would not want to, she was not cooperative. Okay, she said might be water damage. And motivation, bankruptcy, trustee sale has to get approved by the court. Price, lot of interest, but no offers in hand yet because they're waiting on the contract from the trustee. And timeline, 40 to 45 days. Oh yeah, no, I feel you. Hopefully we don't get any more. All right, let me throw this in. Underwriting. Yeah, I'll probably have to jump off at like 11:15, 11:30 because I do have some interviews lined up this afternoon as well. Leads. Underwrite property. Add. All right, cool. That's even. There we go. I put it in the wrong category. How do you comp when the lot size of the subject property is significantly larger than the comp lot size? It depends on where I'm at. If I'm in like Northern Virginia or like the DMV area, it doesn't really matter. If I'm in like Florida, I just won't I won't use that as a comp. I won't use it as a comp just because the lot size being a lot bigger can be a big sell. All right, where are all these outdated houses going? South Chesterfield, like Richmond, I would say I still probably wouldn't use something that has a significantly sized, like a bigger lot as a comp. But if that's the only one, then, maybe just take like 10K off. Yeah, I've been doing this full time since 2019. So 4 years now. Yeah, so like 4 years or so, give or take. And the transition, I was still living at home and I wasn't paying rent, fortunately, so it wasn't too crazy for me. But like I said, I was definitely in a fortunate position. What's a ballpark percentage that we should put to pay taxes from our net profit? I am not an accountant, and I'm not giving tax advice. What I do is I put away, I think, 30% of each of my deals. And a good book recommendation for anyone who's trying to kind of learn that, I think it's Profit First. Profit First from Mike Michalowicz. Yeah. Mike Michalowicz. Definitely get it if you don't have it already. But it pretty much goes through how I have my business broken up and how I, move my money around after deals for the most part. It changes a little bit because I don't have too much. Well, no, I guess it stays the same for the most part. All right, you know what we're doing? We're going to tap into Jacksonville right now just because I feel like we're going to have a little bit more Southern charm on a Friday. All right, so let's look for some deals, some fix and flips. All right. 1995. Let's put 1950. Days on market. We'll do 10 for now. Yes. Let's call some houses. I have no idea how to pronounce this name, but we're just going to run with it. So I'm on Zillow right now, just trying to figure out the market near me, and I see that homes that been sold a couple months ago are going for 300 to 500K and being sold as is for about the same. It's going to depend on the neighborhood, it's going to depend on a lot of different things. That's why you have to really become familiar with comping, right? Because a 2,500 square foot home is not going to sell for the same as a 1,500 square foot home. And similarly, a 2,500 square foot home in one neighborhood is not going to sell for the same as a 25 square foot home in another neighborhood. I definitely can call the house in Sac, but it is 10 a.m. Eastern time, and which means that it is only 7 a.m. California time. So I literally can't right now. So I have time to, I just time difference wise, I can't. Yeah, it's too early to call Cali time.
Please
right
leave
now,
your
I think.
message for
Gus, Perez, or
Maybe though, I don't know, because I know a lot of Californians are up like with the East Coast hours, not like necessarily right at the same time, but I know a lot of people in Cali who start working very early because of East Coast time.
Please leave your message for
Well, damn, son. That's a shame. What's going on, Chris? Yeah, sorry. I need to start doing later for the West Coast, but it's early. I mean, it gets late for me, and then I got so much going on that I can't jump on. All right, let's do add. you just hear my toes crack? Ow. Literally all of my toes just cracked at one time by me pushing down on them. That was crazy. All right, let's see. On to the next. Oops. Oh yeah. I don't know what's going on at this house, but I like it. It is an interesting place. Salisbury McAllister. What is that? That's nonsense. And this house, I don't think this is I think this house was just makeshift. I don't think. Oh. Hold on. It said it's been listed for 7 hours with a $30K price reduction, but it wasn't actually a $30K price reduction or 7 hours. They just removed it and then put it back on. Oh my gosh. Not this again. Hold on.
Thanks for calling Chad City Real Estate. It's Forrest. What information can I get for you?
Yeah, hi. I was trying to reach a listing agent for Elvia Drive.
Elvia.
Yeah, I think it was Chad Newman.
So I take all the inbound calls for Chad, but we do have a co-listing agent named Austin Inglehart.
Oh,
He
okay.
would be the to speak with on that one.
Okay. Is there any way you could just transfer me over, or is it easier just for me to call the number there?
Yeah, you would have to call him. This is just like a I don't know what you call it, like a Ring Central type of number.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, but,
Awesome.
But no, his cell phone. Are you an agent?
No, I'm not. But I do have, like, I see on Zillow, is it the 813 number?
Yeah, that's his personal cell phone number.
Perfect. I'll go ahead and give him a call.
Okay, awesome.
All right, All right, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
All right.
Son of a. How do you determine rehab costs for light, medium, and heavy renovations? So I typically, I don't have a set method, which probably isn't that good, but I really just go off of, okay, if there's anything major, I'm considering like foundation issues, structural issues, mold, leaks, termites, like holes in the roof, right? I consider that a full gut and I'll go on the low end. If it doesn't have any of that, I'm going to consider it cosmetic for the most part. And then I'm going to try to gauge between full gut and where the top is. So for instance, if I know full guts are at 50% and then cosmetic is at 60%, if it's truly just like a quick, like a lipstick job, then I'm going to keep it at that 60%. Maybe I could go a little bit higher. If it's still kind of it's not a full gut, doesn't have a lot of stuff going on, but it still is, it needs a lot of work on the inside, I might fall right in between at like that 55%. So I don't really have a set way of determining rehab renovations, because I don't include that into when I sell the deal. So I don't factor in renovations. I just look at, hey, is this light, medium, or heavy? And then from there, I kind of figure out where my buyers are going to be at accordingly. What were some of your struggles that you had when you first started wholesaling? So I wasn't getting a lot of deals locked up. I think my biggest thing was I could find leads, but I couldn't get anything locked up. And whenever I was trying to get something locked up, I would lose to another wholesaler who was getting it locked up higher than me and selling it. And so I didn't know my market, and I wasn't working with other people. And so had I have just worked with other people right out of the gate and just studied my market and not done that 70% minus repairs nonsense, I would have been a lot better off. Again, I sold deals in like 2020. I was selling deals in my market at 73 to 75% cosmetic. Like, that's literally, if I was doing 70% minus repairs, but other people are selling it at 70%, and that's including the buyer literally buying it at 70%, I would be so far under them that I would never get a deal. So really learning my market and working with other people is what changed the game for me. And I would say that was my biggest struggle. I was great at talking on the phones. I had a lot of leads, but I just couldn't lock anything up. And then I started working with a dispo wholesaler who sold a couple of my deals. And then I started really utilizing my buyers list, and I joined Astro. And then I started selling a lot of other people's deals. So I think networking was probably my biggest struggle, and it was, my biggest accelerator as well.
Hello.
Hey, Austin.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Jacob. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good, Jacob. Jacob from where?
I'm not from any particular company. I was calling about a listing though that you have off of Elvia Drive.
Yeah, what can I do for you, brother?
Yeah, so I'm actually an investor, and I was looking at this maybe as a flip or even a potential buy and hold, but I did have a couple questions prior to submitting an offer. Did I catch you at a good time?
Yeah, I've got a few minutes here.
Okay, cool. So I can get a general idea of the condition based on, the pictures. Is there anything major that you all are aware of going on with the property that I need to take note of?
No, nothing major. There was one of the appliances not in there. I want to say a stove, but let me go through and look. So I wanted to point that out.
Okay, and then no foundation issues, structural issues, anything like that?
Oh, no, nothing like that.
Okay, perfect. And then no mold or leaks, nothing?
Correct.
Okay, awesome. And is this property, it looks like it might be occupied, or they're in the process of moving out. Is it currently occupied?
It is, yeah. She's in the process of moving.
Okay, and so it will be vacant at close?
That is correct.
Perfect.
You know what? And it does, I was thinking of a different listing. This one does have a stove and all that.
Okay.
Let me just double check, refresh myself, because I had another one go live today. I've been taking calls on. Got them mixed up.
No, you're good.
No foundational issues or anything with this one. Mostly just needs cosmetic work, as you can probably tell from the photos. Yeah.
Okay, and was all of the was the 1900, was that all from the original, or did they add any additions to it since they had it?
That is, I believe, from the property appraiser. Let me see. Yeah, that's just what they have on the tax roll.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And then I see you all just, did a nice price reduction. Is it, have you guys been getting a decent amount of interest and offers since then?
Well, we just listed it. He was listed with some discount brokerage place before.
Okay.
This is our first time listing it.
I gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. I was wondering, because I saw that it was listed back in December. And then I was like, I feel like they just relisted it and did the price reduction, but it sounds like they just switched a whole new, to a whole nother brokerage or agent.
That's correct.
Okay. I gotcha. So since you've listed it, have you been getting a decent amount of interest on it?
Well, it is 10:30 a.m. the first day we've listed, so you're the first person since we've
Oh,
gone
damn.
live.
So literally like just listed it.
Correct, yeah. Just went live this morning.
Okay, I gotcha. Cool. And then do you know if the sellers have any sort of timeline? Obviously we'd be looking to close within like 2 to 4 weeks, but are there any type of time constraints given that she's, in the process of moving out right now?
Yeah, I mean, he would definitely prefer at least 3 weeks or so to move out, but he's flexible.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we're not trying to rush anyone out, so we can do 3 to 4 weeks, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let me go ahead and run my numbers. And then, one thing is that I see it looks like it's just a shed in the back. That's not an ADU, right?
Not what was that?
An additional dwelling unit?
Oh, no.
Okay, cool.
Let me see. It's not, but let me just confirm what that is. You know what that is, actually?
It is?
His son was living there, yeah.
Okay. I gotcha. Okay, so that's not a shed. That's okay, I see the shed actually over there.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. And then is that just kind of like a studio style kind of ADU?
That is correct, yep.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember what all is in there. I think it's just like a room with, I don't even think it has like, I don't know if it has a kitchenette. I'll have to check. I really should remember this better. It's been a couple weeks since I was out there.
No, you're good. Yeah,
I think it's just like a room.
I think it's one of the last pictures. It looks like might be it, but I can only see the front half of it, so I don't know if there's maybe a bathroom or a kitchen behind this picture. I can't really tell.
Yeah, I want to say it's just like a heated and cooled, basically like bedroom, like separated bedroom, but I could be wrong on that.
Okay. Awesome. Well, yeah, let me go ahead and kind of, run my numbers, figure out exactly where I need to be at, and then I'll touch base with you later this afternoon with an offer in mind, and then we'll go ahead and get it in writing and sent over to you with the POF.
All right, you got it, brother. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
It's Jacob. I'll also shoot you over my contact info so you can lock me in.
Yeah, that'll be great. Thanks, Jacob.
Awesome. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, this is literally a shed with a bed inside of it. He said his son is living in there. I'm like, damn, man, you're doing your son dirty. He said, go live in the shed, son. Tired of you. Oh, yeah, let me text him my contact info real quick. He said, go live in the shed. All right. Cosmetic, nothing major that he's aware of. No addition. And it looks like there's additions put on it. I don't even think there's a bathroom in there. Occupancy, it's occupied, but in process of moving out. Vacant at close. Motivation. I forgot to get motivation, but it just sounds like he's moving. So we're just saying moving. That would have been good for me to get that. Price. It was listed with another brokerage for 3 months, and they just listed it this morning. Timeline. 3 to 4 weeks. Sorry, I'll answer everyone's questions. Let me just throw this in before I forget. Real estate agent. Underwrite property. Whoops. All right. 60% of what they're selling it for. I'm not sure what exactly you're referring to. If you're talking about the ARV, that's 60% of what the after repair value is. What do you think of asking the agent to send you a CMA or just go on your own when comping a property? I would not rely on agents to comp properties for you unless it's your buyer's agent and you really, really trust them, because agents aren't the best all the time. Were you always good on the phone? No. My first 3 weeks when I got into sales back after college, I literally butchered the phones. I was so scared to call people. When I called people, I was like, my products might be able to help you. I think they can do this. I hope they can. And then my manager, after 3 weeks of no appointments, he was like, all right, dude, we got to figure something out because you suck. And, you're not going to be around that much longer if you don't start getting the appointments set. And so we went back and listened to my conversations, and I pretty much, what we found through listening to the recordings of our conversations was that I was saying things that weren't coming off as confidence when I was trying to pitch the product. So I would say, hey, this product might be able to help you. I think we have a good solution for you. Or instead of just being confident, hey, our product's going to help you. Oh man, you're dealing with that problem right now. We have the perfect solution for you. And so just listening to my calls and hearing how I was using certain vocabulary that just came off as non-confident, unconfident. It was, once I started changing that language, I started doing a lot better, and I ended up leading the team. But long story short, what that taught me was that this is why I'm so critical of my calls. Even to this day, I'm always learning and trying to figure out how can I do better on the next call. That's where I learn a lot of my questions from, right? So when someone throws out, when someone says something about this, and then I'm like, oh, I've never heard that before, I take note of it to ask that in the next call. Or if someone throws me a curveball and then it goes south, right, I take note of that and then try to correct it in the next call. So I'm always trying to figure out how I can do better. And I think that's the main thing when it comes to trying to get good on the phones. So that's some shit my parents would do to me. You think it's worth joining Astro after you get your first deal for the network? 100%. If you do, I have a link in the description below. If you do join through it, make sure you tell the rep that you joined through Jacob Simpson and you'll get $500 off, but make sure you tell them you joined through me. Because if you don't get 500 off, and then you just joined Astro, which is still cool, still join. But if you want 500 off, say my name. And then, but yes, I think a lot of my deals come through Astro. I love Astro. They're a phenomenal family. I think there's 4,000 students in there. So, 4,000 people across the country, some not even in the country, right? So it's a powerful family to join. So I might be biased towards it because I'm an Astro student and I've been an Astro student for a little over 2 years. So, there may be some bias there, but I do think, I've been a part of 7 other courses. None of them have a community like this. So me personally, I would say 100% join Astro or even Sub 2. I think both are you can't go wrong. This has a picture of the front door. Literally, that's the only inside picture is of the front door when you're looking in from the outside, and then when you're looking outside from the inside. Like, it's an interesting take. I have no idea how much it is to join Astro. You'll have to talk to your rep on that one. I joined over 2 years ago, so pricing's probably changed. Oh, that house is rough. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through Privy right now looking for some properties because I forgot to add a bunch to my list yesterday. Here we go. We got one. Wait, have I called this property before? I haven't, but it's on my list. So we're calling it. And then what time is it? It's a 10:45. See, I have an appointment at 9. I mean, why did I say 9? I have an appointment at 12. 10:45. All right, we can call for like 30, 45 more minutes. I got to figure out a consistent schedule for these YouTube calls too, because I know I've been all over the place with my. Hey, tomorrow. This is Jacob. How you doing?
Doing well.
I was giving you a call about a property you have listed off of Toledo Road.
Yes.
Is that still available?
It is.
Perfect. So I'm actually an investor looking at this as a potential flip or maybe even as a buy and hold. But I did have some questions prior to submitting an offer. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No, but I've been instructed by my seller. He's not interested in selling to investors.
I mean, what if I could come in at full listing price?
He's not interested at all at this moment. I've tried to talk him out of it, but this is a childhood home, and there's a whole bunch of stuff, man.
Okay, well, let's just forget I said the word investor. I'm interested in buying this house, and I want to make an offer on it. Does that work?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I can't lie to myself.
Hey, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I might live in this property, so we don't know what I'm going to do with the house. Who knows?
Okay.
I'm looking to move down to Jacksonville. I live up in DC, so I might end up, moving into this one myself. So,
okay, what do you want to know?
Yeah, in regards to the condition, it looks like it's just kind of some cosmetic updates, just kind of outdated. Is there anything major going on with it?
No, nothing. We had a pre-listing inspection done.
Okay.
And he went through and took care of everything that was on, either repaired or replaced everything that was on there.
Okay.
We got all new windows, new HVAC, new electrical panel. Any wood rot that was on the house was repaired. You got a whole house generator. You got new faucets and throughout. Let's see what else we do. New back door. The roof is 6 years old.
Okay.
New side, new front and backyard. He put a lot of money into this house.
I gotcha. Okay, cool. So pretty much nothing major, just the cosmetic
Nothing
stuff
major.
that we're seeing.
All it is this house was built in '58, and they hadn't done any updating on the inside except for paint.
Okay. Gotcha. So yeah, just outdated then.
That's it.
Okay, cool. And is it currently, it looks like it's vacant. It's currently vacant at the moment?
It's vacant, yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, and you mentioned, so this was just, I'm assuming their childhood home. They've lived in it for a while and they just really don't, or they're just, moving on. But to your point, they're looking for another homeowner who will take care of it.
His father passed away a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
And so he inherited the house, and so now he's selling it.
Okay. And I'm assuming the reason for, not wanting to sell to an investor is just because he wants like a family to come in and take good care of it.
It's not about the taking care. It's more of a philanthropic thing for him. Like, he told me that if his dad were alive and had moved to like, his dad probably would just given it away. And it's like right across the street from a Catholic school and Catholic church.
Mm.
And he has a relationship with them. And so he has this, he just has this pie in the sky idea of, I hope he can help somebody, live across the street from the school. And like in his perfect world, a family would come in, they'll buy their kids to go to that school, they'll attend that church. And, he's just a really sweet man,
I gotcha.
He's not really in it for the money, because I know when I first met him, he told me all the stuff that he wanted to do, and I'm just like, that's a lot, dude. But it's not about the money for him. He just wanted to make the house, take care of all the big ticket items for the house, make it nice, safe, and secure for the person who buys it.
Right. No, that definitely makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like his dad lived in it for a while, and there's a lot of sentimental value behind it. So I can understand his position.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I know it's just been listed for a couple of days. Have you been getting a decent amount of interest on it so far?
Oh gosh, we got 5 cash offers day one from investors.
Okay. Are they pretty close to listing?
No, none of them were.
No worries. Okay, and then so other than just a bunch of investor offers for the most part.
So this morning I did receive one from a family looking to buy it.
Okay, sweet. Well, hopefully they can make something happen with this one. I know he would probably appreciate that. And then in regards to, timeline, I know, we're pretty flexible when we can close. Typically we close within 2 to 4 weeks. Is there any sort of like time constraints that the seller's working within, or are they flexible also?
He's pretty flexible. I mean, this guy was looking, so, he had all the windows and the back doors replaced by Pella, and ran into a little situation where they came out and they put a 6-inch door jamb with in a 4-inch where a 4-inch door jamb should have been. And I don't know why. I mean, it's pretty apparent if your door jamb is sticking 2 inches past the wall, it's the wrong door jamb. They went ahead and installed it, and then this was in January, and so he wanted to wait, and they back ordered the door jamb until May.
Okay. Oh, damn.
And he was willing to wait until May because he paid. He's such a trusting guy. You got half down, and then the other half when you complete the job. But he went ahead and paid him, and of course he has no leverage now. And so Pella's just been, dragging it on.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
And I'm just like, dude, I can go to Home Depot right now and get a door. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
I like, sub it out to somebody. If you guys, I don't know what kind of deal Pella's running, but if you're out till May, you can't make that guy wait in 5 months when he's already paid you $27,000 to do all this stuff.
All right.
So, but he's just one of the dudes, man. He's a real neat, mild-mannered guy. And so I told him, I was like, how about we do this? Just get them to take the door off of the permit. You can close off the permit for the door or for the windows, and do a separate permit for the door. And then whoever buys it, we just add them to the permit. And, I talked it over with our real estate attorney. He's like, that sounds like a good idea. And so that's what we're doing. That's why it went live, and then I withdrew it because I had to convince him that we don't need to wait until May. And so that's what we're doing now.
I gotcha. Okay. So realistically, I mean, he's probably not looking to close on it till around May.
Oh no, we're gonna close on it as soon as it sells.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. I misunderstood.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was just saying he was gonna. His initial thing was like we just won't list until.
Oh, I gotcha.
And I was like, well, you don't have to wait because I mean, he's old, and I'm just like, dude, you don't need to have this house hanging over your head, until then. I'm just like, just sell it.
Right. I gotcha. That makes sense.
I've been working with this guy for almost a year now.
Okay. Okay. One of those properties. I mean, he sounds like a good dude, but yeah, let's see if we can help.
It's a labor of love for him. And every time we're over there, I've heard his whole life story. What happened in this room? What happened there? So I think finally it's been very cathartic for him.
Yeah.
And I think he's finally ready to go.
Cool. Well, yeah, hopefully we can make something happen and we'll be able to get this off his hands and he'll see a nice family move in there and be able to, like you said, go to the church or school right across the street. But in any case, let me go ahead and kind of run my numbers on this, figure out exactly where I need to be at, see if I can get close to that or at that 250 number. And then I'll give you a call back later this afternoon with that offer in mind. And if it sounds like something he'll entertain, we'll go ahead and get it in writing and sent over to you with the POF.
Hey, sounds good. If you can do me a favor and just text me your contact info.
Yeah, for sure. I can do that for you.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, tomorrow. Talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. There we go. I think that was a pretty solid call. Let me text him my information before I forget. I think that was a pretty solid call, though. I saw some questions over there, so 1 second. Whoa. There we go. You guys like how I did that pivot? I'm like, okay. I'm not an investor. I'm looking to buy this then. All right, let me throw this in notes. Occupancy is vacant. Motivation, inherited his dad's house and wants to sell. Doesn't want to sell to an investor. Wants a family to buy it and move in to live. A lot. Price has had some low ball offers from investors and they are all cash. All right. Just make sure that went in there. Okay, that was there. Underwrite property. Got my notes. Okay, cool. Move that where it should be. Bing, bong. On to the next. Let's see. How much to join Astro? I already answered that. Hey, Jacob, how are you retrieving agents' numbers? Are you using Dr. Bill's or a VA? I just use the MLS. It's listed on Zillow. So I'm just calling the listing agent. Amazing how he came around after you said, let's take away that I'm an investor. Exactly, right? It's like, okay, let's not worry about the word that I said investor. Let's just think about, hey, I'm looking at this house. I thought that was pretty funny. You can tell an agent, or you tell an agent you're interested in a property to hold or flip, but somehow they find out you are going to wholesale it. Do they try to spoil the deal, or does the seller try to back out? You have a legal binding contract. As long as it's assignable, you're not doing anything wrong. And again, we don't know our exit strategies, right? Maybe you want to take it down. Maybe you want to flip it. Maybe you want to hold it. Maybe you want to Airbnb it. Maybe you want to live in it. Maybe your mom wants to buy it and move into it. Who cares? It's not the sellers. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want to the property after it's closed. So it's really none of the agent's business, to be honest. So, if they find out during the deal, they might come to you, and then you just throw out, hey, I'm looking at this for myself, but at the end of the day, if I don't pick this one up, I do send it to all my partners to see if they're interested, so we don't have to close and back out. I really like these calls. Good job. Way to stay consistent. I appreciate it, Ali. Appreciate it. When do you go over that the contract needs to be assignable? I don't. I just put it in my terms. And then if they ask why, I explain why. You got to clip that one. I got you. Yeah, I got to go back and clip a lot of these. I need to hire a VA to, clip some deals. But I'm over here looking pale right now with this lighting. Look like Casper look like a real life Casper right now. All right. What's Astro? Astro flipping is a community that it's like a giant community of wholesalers. When submitting a POF, do you use the exact number in offering, or do you have it show you have 1 million in excess cash? No, I have like a 500,000 and then $1 million one. Hey, Stacia, how you doing? But yeah, it's pretty much how I do it. That's pretty much how I do it. Let's see. Wait, did I call this person? I think I called this person yesterday, but now I don't remember. And I don't know. I don't like this lighting right now. Oh, it's off mark. Wait. All right, now that deal's off market, so on to the next one. Oh, yeah. Popcorn ceilings. We got some wallpaper on every single wall. What time is it? It's 11. All right. Let's make 1 to 2 more calls. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is definitely outdated. Yeah, right. I need to. When it's sunny out, it's like my normal tan comes out.
Cassandra.
Hey, Cassandra, this is Jacob. How you doing?
Hi, Jacob. I'm good. How are you?
I am pretty well. I was giving you a call about a listing off of Bridgeview Drive.
Okay.
Is that still available?
It is.
Perfect. So I was wanted to make an offer on this, but I didn't, or I did have a couple questions prior to making an offer. Is now a good time for you?
Sure.
Perfect. So I can get a general idea of the condition of the property based on the pictures.
Yeah.
Is there anything major going on with it, like foundation issues, structural
Nothing.
issues? Nothing?
Nothing. No, man. It's been well maintained. It has new piping and plumbing. Something that in that area, I'm not sure. Are you familiar with that area?
Yeah.
A lot of those homes have had issues with that because of the piping that they use, but that was replaced, I believe, about 10, 15 years ago. The seller's disclosure is in MLS. The roof is older, but there's nothing actively wrong with the roof. Everything is fine. I didn't notice any WBO. There's nothing bad. So
Okay.
if there was one woman who lived in it, she is now in an assisted living home, and they need to pay for it. So it's the family selling the home.
I gotcha. Okay. So I'm assuming it's currently vacant at the moment then?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And I see it's been listed for just like a little over or just at 3 weeks, give or take. Have you been getting a decent amount of interest on it so far?
A little bit, but not so much. Not yet. I mean, I've had a lot of people at the open houses. I've had a lot of people who are interested. I just think people are kind of sitting and waiting a little bit.
Okay. So no like solid offers in hand.
No, I've had a couple ridiculous cash offers.
I gotcha. So are you thinking based on kind of the interest you're getting, this is going to go to a first time home buyer, or are you thinking an investor is going to pick this one up?
Well, naturally an investor wants it for dirt cheap. Problem is they don't want to pay. I think it'll definitely go to a first time home buyer.
Okay. And what are you thinking? What are you thinking it will go for once it's been fully renovated?
Oh, well, that area, if you've looked at the comps, it could probably go above 400 some thousand.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, let's say like 425, I'm assuming most investors are probably coming in around like 280, 300.
Less, man, less. They're big. Oh my God, I want to slaughter them.
Okay. Well, hopefully when I get you an offer, we know you're not trying to kill me afterwards, but
I just, okay, I get it. Everything's like the market. But, I've been doing real estate long enough to understand that the market, homes are going, a normal time on the market is 2 to 3 months. Okay? This is normal. So people are freaking out, just cutting losses. Investors think that there's a crash coming. I don't see that happening. Because even if you look in that area, there's not many homes available at that purchase price for what that home is.
okay. Awesome.
So, I mean, the comps do more talking than anything.
Right. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I'll definitely be able to get you something in writing here later this afternoon. In regards to, timeline, typically we're able to close in like 2 to 4 weeks. Is there any type of time constraints that the sellers are working within though?
No, as soon as possible.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Well, yeah, let me go ahead and run my numbers, kind of take a look at the comp, see where everything's going for after it's been renovated and see if it makes sense to, maybe flip this one or keep it as a hold. And then I will give you.
I think either way, you'd be really smart too. You can't pick them up. That is a very nice home. Okay. The other comps in the area are homes built in the 1940s, cinder block homes. The value just won't be there in the next 10 years. Where this solid brick home, whatever you decide to do with it, it'll maintain its value. This
Right.
I promise. And if you look at the comps, like I said, you got to look at the comps. The comps are going to do all the talking.
Perfect. Yep. I'll definitely do my due diligence and see where I need to be at. And then I'll touch base with you later this afternoon with an offer in mind. And if it sounds like something your sellers will entertain, we'll go ahead and get it in writing for you.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No problem. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That was pretty solid. I didn't think that was a bad call. I think I'm curious to see where the comps are because the house isn't like it's a brick house. and it's built in 1990. So she might be onto something. If there's a lot of 1940s, that might not be, those might not be the best comps. So it might go for a little bit more, but we'll see. She could also be full of it, and that could be worth like 300,000, and they're asking above. What is that? Vacant motivation was mother is in retirement home and kids need to pay for her stay. A lot of interest, but no solid offers in hand. Cash offers are coming in lower than 280. Timeline ASAP. Let's get some deals. Underwrite property, throw that in there. Bing, bong, bam. All right, cool. On to the next. Okay, let's see what we're working with over here. Get the black YouTube background. Yeah, so I don't look like Casper in the flesh. As a wholesaler, do you have an end buyer fund your EMD/POF, or do you use it as the wholesaler provide that? Depends on what the EMD is. If it's like $1,000, I can put it up. If it's like $5,000-$10,000, I have a buyer put it up. It's like a pass through, so I make sure my EMD isn't due until the end of inspection. So it really depends. But ideally, if you have the money to put it up yourself, you would put it up yourself, and then just make sure that in that contract it says that if you cancel within your inspection period, there's a unilateral release, meaning that you don't need the seller to sign off on your EMD to get it back, which I've had happen, and it's super annoying. What? The bathroom is the bathroom wall where you shower is a giant window, and it's their backyard right after it. Like, interesting way to strange. What is this? We're gonna make an offer because we can. That's what we do. Hey Jacob, have you called a seller directly after seeing that the house didn't sell? I don't really do direct to seller, so no, but I've done a lot of direct to seller in the past, so I have before, yes. She might get her agent friends to buy. There's a good one for you, exactly. Let's go, Mike. Had to share something cool that happened to me today. A fix and flipper who's looking for his next project sent me a listing and said, "Go get it for me." Put in the offer, and now I'm praying. That's the power of relationships. A lot of these buyers don't want to deal with this negotiating game, trying to get stuff locked up. And so if you can build a good relationship with them, they'll tell you buy numbers, and you can go find deals for them. If the house doesn't have central air, how much do you usually shave off when comping a house with HVAC? In the Northern Virginia market, if the house doesn't have HVAC, I just count it as a full gut. I don't take anything off of it. Like I don't take like 10 grand or 5 grand off of a comp. I just count my property as a full gut, and it needs HVAC. And then I'd probably do the same in Florida, which might not be the correct way to do it, but Why is their asking price for that house right now? I'm not sure what property that was for. How was lunch with grandma? It was good. It wasn't technically lunch. She has dementia, so I went to her retirement home and then had lunch with my family outside of it. But it was good. It was a good time. I saw some family from Florida that I haven't seen in a while. I don't know what their asking price was. Probably like 200 or something. I don't remember. Maybe 350. I'm about to lock up a deal in Reno on market 2 days, almost 55% ARV. Would I be able to DM you and see if you wanted to help me out with finding a buyer if the deal gets accepted? I don't have anyone in Reno, but anyone who does, reach out to Chris. Also, there's some Keighley's in Vegas, Nevada market. So I would reach out to them. But yeah, I personally have 0 buyers out there, so I wouldn't be able to help you, unfortunately. All right, let's get one more call in, and then I am going to jump off of here. So I'm going to call this house later, not right now. But I'm still going to call another one. Yeah, prop wire is solid. I need to make a video on that for like my actual YouTube channel. What is this? I guess we're on my actual YouTube channel, but like a video over it. When you say in your offer that EMD will be given after the inspection period, do you get a lot of pullback on that? Not really, no. But again, it's coming in with confidence, right? So if you don't sound confident on the phones and you don't sound like you know what you're doing, they're not gonna. Then that's when they'll have a lot of kickback. But yeah. So if you don't sound confident, that's when red flags start getting raised, and then people start to they're not sure if they're comfortable with you. At the end of the day, all the agents want to do is close the deal. So if they're not feeling confident, and then you throw in it's due at the end of inspection period, now they're even more unconfident, and then so it just creates a spiral of unconfidence. So as long as you're confident about it, you're good. At least that's what I try to just be as confident as possible, even if I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Hello?
Hey, Rachel.
Hey, Tristan?
No, this is Jacob. I was calling about a property off of Marlin Ave.
Marlin. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, is that still available?
Yes, it is.
Perfect. So I did have a couple questions prior to submitting an offer. Is now a good time for you?
Sure.
Perfect. So I can get a general idea of the condition based on the pictures. Is there anything major going on with the property that I need to be aware of?
No.
Okay, so no foundation issues, structural issues, nothing like that?
Nothing.
Perfect.
Mental health issues, maybe. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No worries, no worries. And does the property currently have central air? I believe it does, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And do you know the age of the roof by chance?
Investor? Are you an investor?
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yep.
So coming in really low on this offer?
I haven't even looked at the comps yet. I really just touch base to see if it's available.
I think I've talked to you before.
No, I've never called this property.
No, not this property. Another property.
Oh, what property would that have been?
I have no idea. I had 60 last year, but I vaguely remember having a conversation with you. Like George, I think it might have been George White. I don't know. I have to go back and find your number in my phone.
I was gonna say, I don't think so. Maybe.
Not.
What was that?
I said maybe not.
Yeah. In any case, so is the property currently occupied at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay. And will it be vacant at close?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then it looks like it's been listed just around a month. Have you been getting a decent amount of offers on it so far?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm assuming other investors are coming in pretty low on it?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. All right. And then are the sellers, do they need to sell by a certain date, or are they pretty flexible in regards to closing?
No, they're flexible.
Okay. Cool. Well, yeah, let me go ahead and
all about the dollars.
Gotcha. And what are you thinking, after it's been fully renovated, it will sell for?
I mean, depends on the buyer. I have no idea.
No worries.
The great fact that it has no HOA and the location it's in is the reason that it's valuable.
I gotcha. Awesome. Well, yeah, let me go ahead and kind of run my numbers, see where we need to be at offer wise, and then I will give you a call later this afternoon with a number in mind and see if we can make it happen.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Rachel. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. That threw me off. I really didn't know. That was not a good call. I didn't know how to come back from that. I was like, I don't think we've spoke, but we may have spoke. Like I may have talked to her a while ago. I'm wondering. Let me see. She may not be wrong, because I did used to do agent outreach in Jacksonville. No, I don't have her number. She was tripping. That was a weird call. She called me Chris. Oh yeah, right when she answered the phone, she was like, no, she said Tristan or something. I was like, what? Like, oh man, I should have been like, yeah, I was the one who closed on like 5 of those deals, remember? Yeah, honestly, if she doesn't know what a resale is for, how does she know what a low offer is, right? She's just saying, and then I was like, have they came in low? And she's like, well, maybe. Like, that was weird. I didn't like that. All right. Cosmetic, occupied, vacant at close. Motivation, no idea. That was a weird call all around. All right. Let's throw this in the underwriting. All right. All right, boom. Okay, cool. So it's 11:25. I gotta grab some food before I jump on this call at 12. So I am about to jump off of here. As always, thank you all for jumping on the live call with me. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I think there's an alert button somewhere. Hit that if you want to get alerted when I go live. Good luck out there today. Let's get some deals. Hit me up if you're in the DMV market, if you're in Tampa, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, if you got some deals in any of those areas. Oh yeah, and Richmond, Virginia. And let's sell some deals and close some deals, make some money, help some people. Have a great day. See you later.